In this lesson, we will look at Unit 6, Section 6.1, Slope of a Line, continuing on from Part 1. In this lesson, you will learn how to draw a line given a slope and a point on the line. And we will also determine another point on the line given the slope and a point on that line already. So first of all, let's discuss how to draw a line segment. A line segment can be drawn using just the slope. You will evaluate the slope that is given as rise and run. So if we look at a line segment with slope 7/5, we have to break that up, knowing that the slope can be found using the formula or rise over run. So if we look at 7/5, that will have a rise of 7 and a run of 5. So you're going to choose any point on the coordinate grid, wherever you would like, and you're going to use the rise and the run to create the line segment. So in this case, in this graph, we're choosing a point R, which is going to be at +2 and a -3. So we're going to make our point R, and we're going to move 7 units up and 5 right. And we can keep continuing this process until we stop at any point that we want. And we can label the endpoint R, and we're going to join the line, the 2 points to create the line RS. Since this was a positive slope, the resulting line segment must increase from the left and move up to the right. In our second example, a line segment with slope -3/8 has a rise of -3 and a run of 8. So again, you're going to choose any point on the grid, and we're going to label that T. So we're actually going to start at a point of -3 and 4. Since the graph, or since the slope is negative, you're going to move 3 units down and 8 units right. Wherever you decide to stop, you will label that point U and join the points TU to create the resulting line with a slope of -3/8. So what you have to look at here, a positive slope, you will move up. A negative slope, you will move down on your rise. So a line segment can be drawn given its slope and a point on the line also. So first, if you're given a point, you will plot that point first on the grid, as you can see here. -5 and 0 was plotted first. You'll evaluate the slope as rise and run. So if the slope is, in this case, it's going to be 4/5. So we have a rise of 4 and a run of 5. So we're going to go up 4 units and to the right 5 units since it's positive. And we're going to keep doing this process until we end up stopping. And as you will notice on this line, we will have a y-intercept of 0 and 4, which will be later discussed. If we want to determine another point on the line, given the slope and a point already, you can use patterning or a graph. First, you're going to plot the given point on the coordinate grid and use the slope to locate other points. So like the same process as we used in the previous example, you plot the point and you use the slope as a rise and run to help locate other points. For example, if given point -2 and 4 and a slope of 1/3, first, you will plot -2 and 4 on the coordinate grid and locate other points by moving 1 unit up and right 3 units. And you can also keep in mind that the slope of +1/3 is also equivalent to -1 divided by -3. So instead of saying 1 unit up and 3 right, you could also say 1 unit down and 3 units left. That could produce the other side of your graph. So you could go into either direction as long as resulting line segment is positive or negative depending on your slope. So in summary here, a line segment can be graphed in a variety of ways. You can be given just the slope, where you will discuss that as rise and run. Choose any point on the graph, use your rise over your run, then create your line segment. You can be given the slope and a point, where you will plot the point first, and going from that point, you will use rise and run method. Or you could be given 2 points, just 2 coordinate points. For an example, you could have 1 and 2, -3 and +7. If this is the case, you don't know the slope. You could start off with one of the points, but you need to find the slope first. So if you're in this situation where you're given 2 coordinate points, first you need to find the slope by using y2 subtract y1 divided by x2 subtract x1. When you do this, you will result in the slope, and then you'll go back to the method where you have the slope and a point to graph your line segment. So keep in mind that a line segment can be graphed in a variety of ways, and you may have any situation presented to you.